and it had heard Ginny's dance. The night grew quiet again, too quiet. The wind that had carried the mountain's cold breath slowly faded, and the village returned to sleep. But high above the land, the great mountain continued to glow faintly in the darkness, like a giant watching the world below. Ginny stood in the village square, looking up at the distant peak. For a moment, she wondered if the spirits ever truly slept, or if they were always listening. Dede walked beside her and crossed his arms. "We stopped the storm spirit today," he said, trying to sound confident. "That means the village is safe now." But Ginny did not answer immediately. She placed her bare feet gently on the ground again, the way she always did when she listened to the earth. The soil beneath her toes felt warm, but somewhere deep beneath the warmth, something else was moving. Slow, heavy, restless. Ginny opened her eyes. "The mountain spirit was telling the truth," she whispered. Dodo looked up at her with wide eyes. "You mean the other spirits?" Ginny nodded slowly. "Yes." Dede frowned and looked toward the forest. "How many spirits are there?" Before Ginny could answer, a soft breeze moved through the trees surrounding the village. The leaves rustled gently, and for a moment the sound almost felt like quiet laughter carried by the wind. The forest spirit appeared once more at the edge of the trees, glowing softly like moonlight through branches. Its voice was calm this time. "You have done well, little dancer." Ginny bowed her head respectfully. "But the balance of the world is like a song," the spirit continued. "One note alone cannot keep the rhythm forever." Dodo scratched his head. "I don't understand spirit songs." The forest spirit looked toward the mountains again. Long before the first villages were built, the land was protected by many guardians. Some were gentle, some were powerful, and some, the spirit paused, were dangerous. Dede's eyes widened. "You mean there are more spirits like the mountain one?" The spirit's glow dimmed slightly. "Yes, and not all of them welcomed the rhythm of peace." A distant rumble echoed far across the horizon. Not from the mountain this time. From somewhere even farther away. The villagers sleeping in their huts did not hear it. But Ginny did. The vibration traveled through the ground like a slow heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. Ginny stepped closer to the drum. The sacred drum responded with a soft blue glow. It pulsed once, then again, almost like it was answering the distant sound. Dede stared at it nervously. That drum never did that before. The forest spirit lowered its head thoughtfully. "The drum is older than this village," it said quietly. "It remembers the rhythms of the world." Ginny slowly placed her hand on the drum's surface. It was warm, alive, and then suddenly, the drum beat once on its own. Boom. The sound rolled across the quiet village and into the distance. Far away, beyond the mountains, something enormous stirred inside a storm cloud that circled slowly above a dark sea of hills. Two faint shapes moved within the lightning. Watching, listening, waiting. Back in the village, Ginny pulled her hand away from the drum. Her heart was beating faster now. She looked at Dede and Dodo. "I think the spirits are calling again." Dodo sighed dramatically. "Can't they wait until tomorrow?" Dede laughed softly, but even he could feel the strange tension in the air. Ginny looked toward the horizon one more time. The stars above the mountain flickered behind slow-moving clouds. Somewhere out there, another story was beginning, and whether they were ready or not, Ginny, Dede, and Dodo would soon be part of it. The sacred drum pulsed once more with its deep blue glow. The rhythm of the earth was changing again, and this time, The adventure would take them farther than they had ever traveled before, farther than the forest, farther than the mountain, into lands where even the spirits feared to wander. The wind whispered through the village once more, soft, mysterious, almost like it was saying, "Prepare." The little dancer had awakened the first spirits, but the greatest ones were still waiting.